Hi, I'm Jay, and today I'm going to show you how to replace the front turn signal bulb on a 2007 to 2011 Toyota Camry. This may actually go beyond 2011. I'm just not exactly familiar with the models, but if your car looks similar to this and that the turn signal assembly is similar, it probably is a similar way to replace it. I am replacing my bulbs with LEDs. It's pretty much the same procedure if you're putting in a regular incandescent bulb. Just make sure you get the right type, and for this vehicle it is a 3157 type bulb. So as long as you get that in either an incandescent or LED, you should be all set. It looks like from the outside that you just open the hood and you can reach in there and get it. That's not the case. It's actually a bit more involved than that. Really not a bad job, and it's pretty quick. I definitely had trepidations about it, but I had to get in there to replace mine, so I figured I'd take you along. Here we go. So here's the car I'm going to be installing these bulbs in. This is a 2007 Toyota Camry. Now a lot of people think, well, it's right here, so I'll just open the hood, stick my hand in. Nope, you can't. You have to go through the wheel well, but it's really not that difficult. First, turn your steering wheel to the opposite side of the car. So this is the driver's side, and imagine that you're sitting in the driver's seat. Here in the US, we would then turn the wheel to the right. You want the front of the tire leaving you the most space in the wheel well, so we're going to turn it all the way right. So turn the wheel like that. Obviously, if you were working on the other side of the car, turn the wheel all the way the other way. Again, this car is a bit difficult, so you are going to need a flat blade screwdriver. You can actually get away without it. A pair of pliers or two might be handy. Again, you may not even need any of these to get in there. Let me show you what you're up against. First thing is this little plastic connector piece. It should have the groove in it straight up and down, vertical like that. If it's not, it's actually installed incorrectly. You're going to turn it 90 degrees, just like that. And now just get in there. You can use the screwdriver if you need, and you're going to go ahead and just wiggle and pull, and it comes out. Notice the two little teeth on it here. You don't want to break that, and there's also a couple of clips there. That's why you turn it first so it comes out. You have to install it differently, but we'll get to that when we're ready to reinstall. There's another plastic clip that you need to remove. It's about 2 inches back from where the fender meets the bumper, and that's what it looks like there. Get a flat blade screwdriver in the center of that, around that ring, pop the middle out, and then the button will pop out. The next thing you need to do is peel back the wheel well liner. That's this plastic piece in here. It's thin plastic. It's not going to break on you. It's very flexible stuff. But you got to just sort of get in here with your fingers and just sort of get behind it and grab it. I almost got it here. And you can sort of peel it out. Okay, push it out of there, out of that clip, and pull it back like this, and there you go. So that's going to give you access for you to get your hand up in there to replace the bulb. Now I can't show you in here, so I stuck an endoscope in. See that black connector with the 2 wires? It's not that one. It's this one with the 3 wires. You're going to do this by feel, so feel for the 3 wires. So once you have an idea of what you're looking for, make sure you're feeling the right connector, and in this case it's the one with the 3 wires on it. You're going to give it a twist counterclockwise. Think of unscrewing the top of a 2-liter soda bottle, but turn the bottle on its side. So you counterclockwise turn it. It's going to turn maybe 90 degrees or so, and sometimes it's going to take force. It may not come out as smoothly as this one. It's been in there for years. It turns about 45 degrees actually, and then comes down, and I'll get you a better shot of it here. this is what we came for. So now grab the bulb carefully and wiggle it side to side, and it will unplug from the connector. Again, things may not go as swimmingly for you. Sometimes they get stuck in there. You might have to use a screwdriver to pry it out. Sometimes the glass breaks. It's just things that happen. Just be prepared. Hopefully it'll just go nice and easy for you. Now we're going to get the new bulb and put it right in the same way this came out. So now we're just going to take the bulb and go ahead and put that in the socket. Just line it up good and wiggle it, and it's going to seat itself home in there. See how I have it in there? And then it has to click in. Once it's clicked in, before you go and button this whole thing up, test it out. Turn your parking lights on. Turn the blinker on. Or your hazard lights. Let's see if it works. Here's the parking lights. And now here's the blinker. Definitely working. Now we'll go shut all that off and reinstall exactly the same as we took it out. I know they make it look real easy on TV. Well, this isn't that kind of video. I'm going to show you the real life example of how this goes back in. Now obviously I can't show you in there because I don't have anything that I can hold and fit in there at the same time, but I just want you to see how long it's going to take. Now you're going to put the bulb back in any old way you want, and then you want to turn it counterclockwise again, and you will feel as you push inwards to seat it, you're going to feel it sort of push in, and then you know you have the notches lined up, and then give it a twist clockwise, maybe about 45 degrees. So just turn it back around. Use your finger, your index finger, to find the hole that it came out of. Alright, now I found that. So now I've turned it counterclockwise. I felt it click in clockwise, about 45 degrees, and it's now locked in place. And we're all set. So now we go and button this up. Okay, now it's time to put the fender well back in. Like I said, it's real flexible plastic, so you can bend this and that. It's going to go back. The idea here is to tuck it in behind the fender, behind the bumper. Pay special attention over here where this thing is. There's a hole there. Now, it might be ripped out. If it is, just make it look good enough. If it's still intact like this one is, there is a notch in the back of this. If you look in there, there's a little notch, and you shove it in there, and then you can get it to seat when you put the connector back in. So here we go. Take that, just bend it, push, bend on the inside, anything you have to do to get it back in place behind the fender so it's tucked in. And over here, you're going to push in a little more, get it in that slot, something like that. Push this in. Okay, and then you gotta pop back anything that you popped out before, like that. Get everything seated. Okay, and when you do that, you should be able to get this connector back in. So now we're going to take that. It goes in with the two little ears vertically, because that's the only way it fits. So you push that in, and now you're going to have to wiggle with it and play with the plastic liner. And then once you get it, it'll push straight home. And make sure again that that is straight up and down, because that prevents it from being pulled out, and that's what holds it in. So it has to be straight up and down when it's locked in position. Now we're going to go and put this clip back in. Now mine is a bit broken, but you pull the button out, and you see I only got like 2 clips left. There's a hole in the liner here and a hole in the back of the fender. You get that in there and shove the button home. And that's it. all back together, straighten out your wheel, and you're back on the road. Say, if this video helped you out, make sure you click the like and subscribe buttons. There's also that big thanks button there. If you could click that, I'd really appreciate that. It helps me out and helps the channel out greatly. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.